The Young and the Restless has given fans countless thrilling twists, with Sharon's escapades often stealing the spotlight. From changes that seemed impossible to overcome to situations where she was unfairly blamed, Sharon has an impressive track record of outwitting the justice system. Here's a deep dive into some of her most unforgettable legal battles and how she came out victorious each time. The larceny case, the shoplifting scandal of Genoa City. In 2009, Sharon began experiencing strange blackouts that led to her shoplifting spree around Genoa City. She would grab items, including from the famous Fenmores, and stash them in her hotel room. Phyllis, who had her own issues with Sharon after learning about her affair with Nick, stumbled upon Sharon's collection during a break-in. Phyllis tipped off the police, who arrived to find Sharon's hidden loot, leading to her arrest on charges of vandalism and theft. Despite the strong case against her, Phyllis later felt remorse and asked Fenmore's owner, Lauren, to drop the charges for Noah's sake. Sharon avoided jail time and instead received psychiatric help, making this as a case she overcame with a little help from her foes. The Sky Tragedy, a murder charge in Hawaii. In 2010, Sharon found herself in the middle of a murder investigation involving her ex Adam and his former wife Sky. Adam was wrongfully accused of Sky's murder, and Sharon set out to clear his name by tracking down Sky, who was hiding in Hawaii. When Sharon finally confronted Sky, tragedy struck and Sky fell into a volcano to her death. Sharon was arrested back in Genoa City and, despite her best efforts to prove her innocence, was found guilty and sentenced to 30 years in prison. Adam helped Sharon fake her death, but she was eventually caught. Fortunately, Phyllis and Ronan uncovered evidence proving Sharon's innocence, revealing that she had actually been trying to save Sky. With her name cleared, Sharon once again evaded a serious prison sentence. Fraud and conspiracy, the corporate takeover and ranch fire. By 2012, Sharon found herself entangled in yet another scandal, this time involving fraud, conspiracy, and even arson. With Victor mysteriously missing, Sharon, as his wife, took control of Newman Enterprises, shredding their prenuptial agreement and taking over the family business. When Victor returned, he outed Sharon and had her charged with multiple offenses. Tucker McCall negotiated with Victor, offering him beauty of nature in exchange for dropping the charges. In a fit of anger after being abandoned, Sharon burned down the Newman ranch. Though Victor was aware of her role in the fire, he struck a deal with Adam, who provided Sharon an alibi, letting her escape charges yet again. Accusations in Austin and Courtney's death. The 2015 deaths of Austin and Courtney thrust Sharon into another murder investigation. With Austin's laptop in her possession and evidence piling up, Sharon feared that she would be implicated. Sure enough, a tire iron with her fingerprints and Austin's blood was found in her home, and later, Courtney's necklace turned up in her car. It looked grim for Sharon as she was arrested for both murders. However, Summer's memories of seeing Detective Harding at the scene led to the revelation that he was the true culprit. Dylan tracked Harding down, exposing his role in the murders, and Sharon was finally exonerated. The JT Hellstorm cover-up, a murder that wasn't. One of Sharon's most intense cases involved the murder of JT Hellstorm in 2018. After JT attacked Victoria, Sharon, Nikki, Phyllis, and Victoria agreed to cover up what they thought was a fatal blow delivered by Nikki. They buried JT, only for his DNA to later surface at Chancellor Park, sparking a murder investigation. The group was eventually arrested after JT framed Victor as his killer and Nikki confessed. Just when all hope seemed lost, Nick convinced Ray that GT was still alive. Their escape was orchestrated en route to prison, and they managed to lure JT to the Abbott cabin, where he was apprehended. Diagnosed with a brain tumor that had led to his actions, JT was taken into custody and Sharon and her friends were freed. Sharon's record in Genoa City showcases her resilience and her knack for overcoming serious accusations. Whether due to her tenacity, help from unlikely allies, or last-minute revelations, Sharon's legal battles have always kept fans hooked. From theft and fraud to complex murder plots, Sharon's journey has shown her ability to survive nearly every charge thrown her way, leaving fans wondering what twist the future holds for her.